What's up, electricians? Are 3 wheels better than 2? Well, meet the new Trike 2 from Lectric e-bikes. They have sold nearly 50,000 of these e-bikes since their launch in 2023. This is the new one. It's Stratus White here. Comes in also Tempest Gray. And in September, it's going to come in 3 more colors. Phoenix Red, I think Dusk Blue, and a lighter blue as well. So lots of new models coming out and a new bigger motor, bigger battery as well in that September release. So today we're going to go over this e-bike. I'll tell you what's in it, the specs, the price, who it's for, and we'll do a road test as well and check it out. So let's go. All right, so it's about first impressions. So overall, it looks like a really quality e-bike. In my initial just riding right here in the neighborhood, it's done really well. It takes a little bit of getting used to. We'll go over the sort of the ride aspect of this later on in the video. But comes in a box. It's foldable. So the handlebars come down and it folds right here. However, it doesn't fold all the way in. The tire comes out to here basically. So it's a little bit awkward from the folding. You're going to need like, you know, a van and a large SUV or a pickup truck to transport this thing. So you need to have one of those 3 vehicles in order to bring this thing anywhere essentially. But I think it makes a good little neighborhood cruiser for folks out there who are more comfortable on 3 wheels versus 2. When this thing came to me, it was boxed up pretty good. I mean, it was folded up, obviously, but lots of wrapping. I think it took me more time to unwrap the Trike than it did to put it together. Putting it together was pretty easy, just throwing the handlebars there. It's toolless except for the rear fenders here. So you have to install these 2 bolts down there on either side. Pretty easy install. It's the only tool you'll need. And the front wheel goes on with a quick release skewer right here, or sorry, through axle, and pretty simple installation overall. Sizing wise, this bike weighs about 92 pounds, so it is on the heavy side. You're not going to lift this up a lot, and it is about 30 inches wide here on the back. I measured it, and it was like maybe 29.5, but that's the width there of those 2 tires. So if you have a doorway that's 30 inches, it might fit through there, but yeah, you may want to check. So who's the Trike for? Well, definitely people with seniors with balance issues, individuals new to cycling or nervous riding an e-bike overall. This only goes 14 miles an hour, by the way, so it's not fast at all. People need to carry groceries, pets, or other cargo. There is a cargo rack back here. He sent me one for the front. I couldn't get it on because of the light here. I think you might need to take the fender off in order to fit that cargo rack on the front. Recreational riders, so I could see this as the perfect sort of, if you own like a beach vacation home or a rental home, something like that. You bring this for the summer, a nice little go-getter. You need to run down to the store down the street or just around the neighborhood. I think moms might like this as a neighborhood go-getter and just tool it around the neighborhood and do what they need to do. So keep up with the kids. This is really a street e-bike, so you're not going to take this off-road. There is a suspension fork up front here with 15 millimeters of travel, so we'll give some comfort there. And there's a included suspension seat post along with this big comfy seat up here and the backrest as well. So pricing wise, this is $14.99, same price as the last Trike, but even better now with more features. And in September, coming out with a 750 watt model for $17.99. I'll get into that in a second, but this is a 500 watt motor back here, rear differential, so each wheel turns on its own, and there is a chain guard on the e-bike, as well as a little tensioner down here to keep that chain in line. So it's a really nice e-bike for that. Cadence sensor, of course. Pedaling is optional. You do have a throttle up here. Again, this goes to 14 once you put it in the turbo mode, which is the top setting there for speed. This 500 watt comes with a 13 amp hour battery here behind the seat post here. And that should give you a range of around 15 miles in the lowest setting on flat ground. So otherwise, you know, if you just hit that throttle and you do 10 to 14 miles an hour, probably looking at more like 30 miles of range roughly. But you know, flat ground, this will climb hills, but it's probably not going to be the best hill climber, but it can certainly do it. But I think this is definitely more of a flat ground type of e-bike scenario here if you're going to buy one. In September, they're coming out with a 750 watt version with a larger battery, a 17.5 amp hour back here. That's going to cost $17.99. I think September 16th is when that comes out. So check with Lectric on there. This 500 watt peaks at 1092. That's all their 500 watts do. And the 750 watt will peak at 1310 as far as that goes. In terms of torque, this e-bike has 65 newton meters of torque, while the 750 model will give you 85 newton meters of torque overall. So the 750 watt should be a much better hill climber once you get it. Hydraulic disc brakes, of course, 180 millimeter rotors, and these are 20 by 2.5 inch street tires with that nice tread on there. And of course, here's your Cloud 50 fork with 15 millimeters of travel. So a nice addition there for suspension. And there's also slime installed on these. So slime is just a substance. If you get a kind of a small puncture, it fills up that spot, and it should allow you to get home or fill up that tire again so you can get home and get the tube changed out. And because this is the Trike, there's no kickstand, so you have to have parking brakes. And that's what this is right here on the parking levers here. So there's a lock and unlock mode. Right now it's unlocked. If I want to lock the bike or lock the brake, I push it there, squeeze the handle, it stays there, and now the bike is braked, basically. Let's do the front one too. Okay, now the bike's not going anywhere, and that's how you park the Trike and keep it secure. To undo the brakes, flip open the thing, squeeze the handle, flip it open, squeeze the handle, now it's loose. Here's a look at the comfort seat here. It's got a backrest which you can adjust up and down depending on your back situation there. But it's a nice feature as well. I tried it without the backrest too. I threw just a regular electric seat and seat post on there, see what it was like, and I like that as well. When you ride this bike, you have to kind of shift your balance left or right when you're turning. So it can be a little awkward for you if you're just used to a normal regular bike seat. We've got front lighting up here thanks to the Lectric Elite headlight. It's a decent headlight, nothing great though. And here is your rear taillight as well. You do have turn signals as well. So turn those on, hit the left one there. And you can see it blinking right there. If you want hazards, just hit both at the same time. And you can get hazards too. When I first got on the bike, I felt a little bit squished as far as the reach goes. So I pushed out the handlebars a little bit, so to give me more reach. And I also slid back the seat post here on the rail as far as it would go, basically. All right, we're cruising at top speed right here. 14.2. That's what you can expect. If you want to go faster, wait for the 750 watt. There's another top speed run. I'm going to pull over up here and show you the display. I get to like 14.5 is like the fastest I've gone. So no speed demon for sure. But again, this e-bike is for people who want to go low and slow. I almost tipped one so far already, but not all the way. All right, so let's take a look at the display here. This is Lectric's new TFT 3.5 inch display. You have 5 levels of assist: Eco Off, Eco, Tour, Sport, Sport Plus, and Turbo. I'll do a speed run on each of those in a second. But if you click on the power button over here, in the middle one, you're going to get average speed, trip time, trip distance, odometer. You got cadence, you got motor power, your amps you're pulling, and the voltage of the battery itself. So this is the true gauge of where the battery level is. So right now we're at 90%. This goes down in 10% increments, by the way. So the voltage is much more of a accurate reading here. And let's see here. We're going to the settings here. I'm going to hold down top and plus and minus here at the same time. You got screen brightness, you got sleep, distance units, trip time, tire size. By the way, if you change the tire size down to 5 inches, you can go like 17, 18 on the throttle. A little hack there for you. I did that on the Lectric XP4. I was able to hit 30 miles an hour on that one. This top speed is limited, so you're only going to get about 17, 18 when you do that. And then bike classification, this is what I wanted to show you here. So you have class 1 and class 2, those are your only options. And then one more rider mode here. Beginner or standard. Beginner is 12 miles an hour top speed on the throttle. Standard is 14 miles per hour. All right, I'm going to ride an Eco here. And this is really slow. You can pedal this bike too in Eco. Let's see here. I'd rather throttle it more. You're doing like 5 miles an hour. There's 6. And there's 7. 7.7 there. Turn it around here. Cornering this thing, you got to lean into the turns here. Let's go into sport mode. Sorry, tour mode. And you're rocking around at like 9 miles an hour, 9.5. Local Amazon driver. I'm gonna hit sport here with the throttle, and we're up to. Well, we have full throttle actually, so let's try pedaling here. All right, let's go this way actually. In sport, we're doing 12. Sport Plus. Kind of ghost pedaling there a little bit. And finally turbo. Oh, we hit 15 there. Slight downhill. But you get the idea. This thing is pretty cornering easy. Yeah, you got to lean into the turns here, otherwise you're going to flip. But it's kind of agile once you get used to it. It took me a little while to learn how to ride this bike because I'm coming off a two-wheeler, so cornering is pretty decent actually once you get used to it. Again, it takes a little practice to learn how to turn and not flip the C-bike. Let's try a little brake test here. Nice, very responsive with those Star Union brakes here. Hydraulics, of course. Very responsive cornering here. Nice. I mean, it's kind of fun once you get used to it. I'm not a trike rider. Perhaps in 20 years it will be, but for many folks out there, this is the best option for them. So glad that Lectric made one of these for that audience. More people who can get on a e-bike or e-trike, the better, right? I kind of just like just cornering the shit out of this thing because it's kind of fun. 750 should be interesting when that comes out, but this trike does what it says it does. And again, they sold almost 50,000 of these, which shocked the heck out of me. I didn't think trikes were that popular, but yeah, they sure are. I can see this is like a perfect Florida Villages e-bike to ride around your local, community. If you have like a private community and stuff like that, perfect for that. Get the cargo package back there. Take it down the street to the store. Just don't go on any main roads with this thing because you're going to be targeted on the side of the road. But cornering this thing is a lot of fun. Oh, one of the wheels came up there. Oh, another one again. So you can flip this thing. You just got to be careful. Just don't drive it like me. Okay, let's try this hill up here. On the Trike with 500 watts power. Peaks at 1092. See if we can get over to the, so it's peaking at, there it goes, 1034. Okay. Climbing the hill, 12.9. Cresting here a bit. This is kind of a pretty moderate hill overall. So we'll go down this other hill and try that one too. Not exactly a bike for Main Street. Just going down inside here. Hit the 17, 18 downhill. All right, let's turn around here and throttle up this hill. Give you a sense of what it's like. Again, not a big hill, but climbs are right up, guys. 13, we're doing like 13 miles an hour up that very moderate hill. Let's test the brakes out here. Wow, great stopping power there. All right, so let's talk about the pros and cons of the Lectric Trike 2. Obviously, the size of this thing, not a very transportable e-bike in terms of just any kind of regular transport. You need a pretty big car to start to put this thing in and move it somewhere. The folding is pretty bulky. Again, you got to take that front wheel off if you're going to fold this thing, and then this arm's going to come over here. It's going to sit right here. In fact, it took me a while to get the bike unfolded out of the box because the head tube was, the fork was stuck in here, and you had to kind of turn the handlebars at a certain angle just to get it out of there. So it took me a little while to figure that out. But yeah, not the most foldable friendly e-bike in the world. Stability wise, on flat ground you're fine. When you're going in around any kind of corner or uneven surface, you have to balance yourself on the bike because one of the wheels back there could tip up a little bit. You can't get to 750 till later on in September, so there's a delay in that. And it's not ideal for rough riding or any kind of speed issues if you want speed. So not the e-bike for you, but for many folks it'll serve its purpose and be a lot of fun. Let's talk about the pros of this e-bike. So the price, $1,500. It's hard to find a Trike for less than that. It's got really low step over height. I think it's like 13.8 inches or something. So really easy on and off. Very comfortable to sit on, and a very short reach as well. You can move these handlebars a little bit closer to you if you want an even shorter reach. But it's pretty short overall. You got the new front suspension. You've got the improved TFT display here over the original one. You got the new hydraulic brakes. You got the turn signals, integrated brake lights. Pretty good range. 50 miles they say. And quiet motor. It's got plenty of power for what you need it to do. Again, this is more of a flat ground e-bike in my opinion. Not really a hill climber. Really, it will climb hills, and actually I should go do that. One thing I didn't try. But let me know what you guys think, guys. I'll probably get the 750 watt when it comes out as well. A lot of cool colors coming from Lectric. This is the Stratus White. So drop a comment there on the video. Let me know what you think about the new Trike. And I'll see you on the next crisscross, guys. I'm out.